Now, have you ever wondered about a situation where you set out for hunting with your friends in a jungle and suddenly you found yourself turned into a stag? You couldn't even understand what your mistake is, that God have turned you into this. And the most iconic scene will be when your companions can't even recognize you as one of them. This is the exact situation happens to Actaeon, who out of nothing will be turned into a stag. Once, Actaeon along with his companions went out for hunting. After a day's exhaustion, when the sun is about to sink, Actaeon proposed that they should take some rest now and continue their chase tomorrow. The men took a break from their hunting. In a nearby valley, the virgin goddess Diana, after her all day's hunting, was bathing with her companions. Actaeon, on the other hand, didn't even know about this. He aimlessly sauntered around the unfamiliar woodland, and unfortunately, he entered the grotto where those nymphs were bathing. Yeah, it will be so unfortunate of him. As soon as the nymphs saw Actaeon, they all clustered around Diana, who was naked. Immediately, Diana caught up some water and threw it into the face of Actaeon, and she spoke certain spine-chilling words. That means she spoke some spells. As she uttered the spells, Actaeon was immediately turned into a stag. Diana, now out of revenge, addressed him saying, now he may tell the story of seeing Diana naked. And all these happened so quickly that Actaeon couldn't even understand what happened to him. He tried to call his companions for help, but his voice didn't utter words anymore. They were turned into moaning. It was only his feelings that stayed unchanged. His moaning sound caught the attention of his own hounds. Every time he tried to convince them that he is Actaeon, his moaning sound attracted them even more. Eventually, he was torn apart by his own dogs. So this was the unfortunate story of Actaeon. Now, wonder how this situation relates to our own life. Let me explain it to you. There are situations in our life when we witness some people do suffer even when they are not guilty. So these stories, in the name of myths, imply certain situations where innocent people do suffer either for an ancestral curse or just because of nothing.